My grass is getting really long and I don't want to deal with gas or oil changes anymore. So I picked up this. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. This is my favorite yard equipment manufacturer right here, and this is Toro, and what I have is a lot of Toro batteries and chargers, and so I love the new 60-volt line of FlexForce tools because I already have the power to make them happen. So I picked up this lawnmower right here because I thought, man, this will be so much easier than doing the oil changes and running out for gas and then doing all the maintenance on a regular gas mower. And the amazing power of the 60 volt should do as good of a job as my gas mower and maybe keep it a little more peaceful around the neighborhood, better on my neighbors as well, and also on my eardrums. So it says, do not cut this open with a box cutter here. So I'm going to get a very small little pair of scissors here and cut this open and see if we can set this up and see how well it does mowing long, thick, luscious grass. All right, being electric doesn't mean it's small or light because the box is actually pretty heavy, and this is what it looks like when you unbox it. So we get the recycler bag right here. So if you do want to bag up your grass clippings, leaves, things like that, you can see what that looks like. So it's pretty nice. I prefer generally to mulch and let all those clippings fertilize my grass for future generations. And here is the lawnmower. Looks like it's actually set up pretty good already. We're just going to kind of flip this over, tighten things down. We definitely have some packets of stuff here. Looks like a spare switch or a cap. And then we also have other stuff buried under here. So I'm going to get everything out. Looks like we have the lithium battery right here. These are pretty massive, some of the biggest batteries I've ever seen for yard tools, which is awesome so that you're never running out of power when you need it most. And then over here we have the battery charger, so get another set of those. And now I'm going to break down the rest of this box and get this thing out. So here she is removed from the box. Now the first thing we have to do is we have to get this handle onto the lawnmower, and there are two little knobs here that you have to take off. You don't have to drop them like that. And then we want to take them off on both sides and then feed that post through this hole here and then put the knob back on and then rotate the handlebar all the way to the back. So let's get her on. All right, once you get the handlebars on, you're gonna notice that it is standing a little vertical, and we have these little push pins on this side that will go into the holes on either side here. So you just need to adjust it by pushing that in and then getting it down to the angle that you want. So you'll just twist this handle like that. That'll bring the pin in on both sides, and then that'll allow it to fall down. And since I'm short, I might go down one more notch here too. All right, now I didn't see this in the instructions, so I don't know if this is attached here, and mine just came off in transit. But if you have the little handlebar here that will engage everything, what I think you need to do is put it in the second hole closer to the handle here. You do have to lift it up because basically pulling it towards you will pull on that little cable right there. So I'm going to lift it up, put that end in there, and then lift this end up and put it in this little hole right there. And now when I pull back on this, should pull that cable back. You can see it as I pull back on it, pulls there, and then it's pulling all the way down here and engaging that lawnmower. And then when you pull it down, fits flush into this handle, so it's nice and comfortable. You can just grip it like that and push this around. So pretty nice. And then that little cap or key that comes in the bag here, you just want to pull this out because this looks like this is your starter button, and it looks like it goes right down here. So I notice there's a little notch in it in the bottom, and there's a little blade right there. So I'm going to turn it sideways so that it goes in there, just clips in like that. And now we have the start button right there. Also down here, what I want to show you is that if I flip this up, this is where that battery will go in there, and then it'll just drop in there, lock in, and then you push this button to release it so that you can, take it out, recharge it. But this should always kind of fold back. You won't have to worry about anything getting in there. You can also make some adjustments to your wheels right here. And then down here on the front wheels, they're kind of like tweels, which is kind of cool because they are like hollow plastic with just tread on the outside, which makes a ton of sense. Obviously they won't puncture or anything like that, and you don't have to worry about them being inflated. But then you can make some adjustments to these by pushing in this handle and then rotating this up or down. So I'm actually gonna leave it down because I like a nice close shave. And down on this side, we have this little switch right here. And what you can see here is it says recycle. So that's basically the mulching version. And then this is the bagging version. So you can see it's up right now. So I think what we would do is we would just push this in and then move that down. And now that would be bag compatible. So I can put the bag on the back here, which I will do. But like I said, what I am planning on doing is just leaving all those clippings on the ground. So most of the time I would put it in the top position right there and just recycle that grass. But let's put the bag on just for laughs. So before you put the bag on, you got to make sure that it is attached to everything correctly. And what you can see here is we have these little plastic sleeves. They're kind of like the pieces of like the edge of a seat cover, and you got to get them around these bars. So you can see that we have a bar frame all the way around. So you're going to want to make sure that these are clipped on all the way around. And down here on the bottom, same thing. That has to be clipped on the bottom to create a really nice seal. So I'm going to get those all closed up. All right, you just got to muscle on all these little connectors. I will say before I flip it over, this is the bottom. And one of the things that I like about this is the rest of this fabric up here is augmented with this really tough piece of plastic here. So this will be on the bottom. So if you're scraping up against anything as it is shooting stuff in there, you've got this, you know, more rigid piece of plastic than just the fabric on the bottom, which is kind of nice. Now, I'm going to flip this over and we're going to put this in, a little handle right there. You are going to have to lift this up. And then what you might be able to see is we have a little tab right there. We have another little tab right there. And we have on the side of the bag these little posts, and they are going to go right into those little holes on either side here. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop that in, put that one in that side. All right, so dropped it in there, and then the top folds back, and now this thing is ready to rock. That is a good looking lawnmower, I would say. It's kind of a hot rod of lawnmower. So let's get the battery charged up and then start decimating some grass. Okay, battery is charged up here, so I'm going to flip open the top here. Do one-handed. This kind of slides in just like that. You want it all the way down. I will show you that on the battery. It's nice. You can hit that and see that it's 4 bars, so totally charged up. All right. Now, what I want to show you is the operation of this thing because it's actually pretty ingenious. All right, before you get going here, you want to make sure that your deck height is set to the height that you want. And then I will try to do this one-handed here, but you're just going to pull this down. That's going to engage the lawnmower. Then you're going to press the start button here. And you're going to hear that fire up. All right, now we've got that moving. And you'll notice we're not moving at all. And that's because this thing back here slides back and forth. So if I push this forward, now we're getting self-propelled. Oh, yeah, baby. I love it. Look at that grass getting cut. Oh, man. Cutting a nice swath. Oh, my gosh. This thing is so quiet, too. And then all you have to do to stop it is just pull back. Push forward, pull back. So you really control the pace. I mean, if I just nudge it forward, man, look how nice that is, right? And because this thing is so much lighter, I think, than gas, I've always noticed like pulling a lawnmower back that's gas is really heavy. This thing, while it's not like light, like it's made out of plastic or something, it's just so easy to maneuver around. I'm doing it one-handed because I am filming with my other hand. Look at this. That is cutting the lawn. No problem. I'm swinging it around one-handed. See if we can get this whole area cut here. Make it look nice. Nice and pretty, you know. Kind of like my morning bathroom routine. All right, let's do it. All right, one of the things that I would normally do here is reduce the volume on the video clip itself so that I could narrate over it and it wouldn't drown me out. But what I've actually done here, even though the camera is only about 10 feet away from where I am mowing, I actually have left the audio in its normal raw state here because I wanted you to see how quiet this is compared to actual gas lawn mowing. I mean, in many cases, people will wear a set of noise-canceling headphones or just earplugs or something like that so that they don't get that ringing and drowning out of sound when they're done mowing, but this is just so easy to use. I mean, really the only thing that is making noise is the blade spinning around, whirring, and cutting the grass. It is just so easy to use. It is just so light. It feels like it's a very small lawnmower, but it's the standard 22-inch size, and it's just so easy to maneuver. The easiest lawnmower I have ever used before. Now, I have a pretty big yard, so for me, it's the exercise that I get just walking around, and I can do it at my own pace. I love the fact that the sliding bar here is really what regulates it. If you push it all the way forward, it's going to go as fast as it can go, but if you aren't pushing all the way on it, it's going to slow down. So it's a really natural, easy way to control the speed. I mean, more so than the ones in the past where there's been a flip-up handlebar and you kind of press that towards the bar and you maybe let it hang off of the main bar a little bit so that you're not at max speed. This just makes a lot of sense. Your hands don't ever leave the bar itself. You can just kind of slide your hands forward or backwards if you want to slow down or speed up. So it is a fantastic design, and maybe a design that's only permissible with an electric architecture or something like that. So it is just the easiest lawnmower I have ever used, ever, and it's quiet, and it doesn't require any maintenance, basically. So you don't have to stock gas or oil and all of that, worry about leaking. And the best thing about this is that it is a no-brainer improvement over your standard gas lawnmower. Now, you might say, well, Pete, if you have a large estate, a couple acres or something like that, well, you're going to have to fill up with gas. Well, you could also just pick up a second battery, charge that sucker up, so when your main battery is dead, you swap in another one. I don't know how long this will last, but I kind of think half an acre, 3/4 of an acre, maybe up to an acre is possible on a charge. Now, I would probably skew a little safer to maybe half an acre, but I never ran out of juice, and I was doing about a 1/4 acre here. So that was really, really awesome. And I do want to show you what the underside of this looks like, because it's pretty light and easy to use. It's pretty easy to flip it over, but we have a pretty standard lawnmower blade there, but you can see it's got those trailing edge serrations there, so a little bit more of a mulching blade. So, man, after mowing my lawn, this is what it looks like. It is super clean, did an amazing job. I think this is another obvious and awesome win for Toro. It makes it so much easier. If you've ever changed the oil on a push mower like this, you know that a lot of times you have to tip it over, collect that oil, recycle it, you have to put in new oil. What a pain, man. Something like this is just electric, it's ready to rock, it's quiet, takes away all of the maintenance, and it's so much easier. You just push it around. It is so much easier. Pulling it, maneuvering it, everything about it is easier than gas and so much more convenient. So if you want to pick up the personal pace, auto drive, self-propelled electric lawnmower for anyone's yard, including big yards, I would definitely recommend this. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.